Facilitators. My daughter and I are here to lead you through a breath and movement practice. And we'd invite you to find a space in your home that is big enough that you'll be able to spread around a little bit. You can work on a mat, but you can also work on a carpet or a floor. That's totally fine. And we invite you to try some of these movements that we're going to do, but at any point if your body doesn't feel comfortable, know that that's okay. So one of the things we like to start with, or we invite you to start with, is just noticing our breath. So we're just going to pause for a moment together and just take a breath and see, where do you feel your breath in your body? And then let's invite asking our family members to notice, where did they feel their breath in their body? Where did you feel it? Yeah?
Here and a little bit on my back.
Okay. I actually feel my breath a lot of the times way up here. So that just shows that each and every one of us are a little bit different. And so now from here, another thing I might invite you to be able to feel the breath is we're going to lean back to back. So if you have an odd number of people in your family, just make sure that you have some time for everybody to try this activity. So from here, we're going to lean into each other, and then the first person is going to take a breath and the other person's going to notice. So I'll start first. So I'm just going to take a full breath. And then I'm going to ask, did you feel anything?
I did.
Okay.
I felt your back go in and out.
Cool. Now it's your turn. Pretty neat. I felt your shoulders go up and your shoulder blades squeeze together. Pretty cool. So now we're going to use a tool that sometimes I use in my classes. It's a breath ball. And so what I'm going to ask you to do is, could you show people what the breath looks like when we're really active or busy? If we're riding our bike, or we're running really fast, or we're playing a sport. Yeah, exactly. And now what would a breath look like if we were like wanting to relax or rest or even sleep? Cool. So why don't we all try taking 3 of these relaxing breaths together? Awesome, thank you. So now from here, we're going to invite you to start to make some movement with your body. So let's come to stand. And maybe we'll start by just noticing how our feet feel on the ground. Maybe we'll rock ourselves forward and back and to the side. And then just notice, how does it feel to stand on your feet? So we're going to start with a little balance. And remember, if you fall, it's okay. So from here, we're going to balance on one foot, and we're going to see if we can draw the other leg up. And then we're going to release that foot down. Then from here, we're going to go to the opposite side and see if we can lift that leg up and notice. And then we'll release that foot down. Did you notice any difference from one side to the other?
A little, yeah.
Yeah, so we start to notice the sides of our body are not equal, and that's okay. So from here, we're going to do what I like to call thanking the sun. So we're going to start by standing nice and tall. We're going to reach our hands way up towards the ceiling and say, thank you, Mr. Sun.
Thank you, Mr. Sun.
And then we're going to bring our hands right down to the ground, and we're going to say, thank you, Mr. Earth.
Thank you, Mr. Earth.
From there, we're going to step back and we're going to find a plank pose just to notice our strength. Notice your strength. Then we're going to come right down to our belly. And we're going to find our snake pose. So as we lift our chest up, what sound does a snake make? From there, let's press ourselves back so that we can step our feet forward on our mat. From there, we're going to reach way up tall. We're going to say one more time, thank you, Mr. Sun.
Thank you, Mr. Sun.
And then we'll release our hands right down. So one of the things happening right now, because it's spring, is the trees are starting to get buds, and then they're going to open to leaves. So let's see if we can find our tree pose. So let's shift again onto one leg, and we're going to draw the other knee up and out. And then we know, right, trees have more than just their trunk. They also have leaves. So let's see if we can raise our arms like strong branches. And maybe we hold on to one another, right? Because we know that sometimes we need a little bit of help. Then let's release that foot down and shift on to the other side. From there, you're going to draw your knee up and out. Release your foot down to wherever it lands. And then let's see if we can make those branches again. And then we just notice, right? Notice the difference and notice the wobbling. And know that it's okay to fall. Let's release. Okay, so from there, my daughter wanted to show two of her favorite postures. So why don't we start?
Okay. The first one is kind of like a burpee.
Okay.
So we're going to start in downward dog. Then we're going to hop forward to frog. Then from frog, we're going to go ribbit. Okay. We're going to do that 3 more times.
All right, come on, parents, you're with me.
Okay. Downward dog.
Dog. Into frog.
Stay with us.
Ribbit. Downward dog. Into frog. Ribbit. Downward dog. Into frog. Ribbity. Whew, that was hard. That was a lot of work. All right, I feel my breath going like a fast breath ball. Okay, let's show us your other one.
Okay, one more. We're going to start by sitting in a V position. Then, we're going to lift our arms up and we're going to fold over to one side, just like a graceful swan. Then, we're going to lift up and do that side again, like a swan. Then, we're going to lift up and stay here for a moment, fold over to the other side. Then we're going to lift up and do that side again. Then we're going to come back to sitting.
Great, thank you. So from here, let's start by taking butterfly pose. So we're going to take our feet together, and then our legs become like the wings of a butterfly, so we can just flutter them up and down. In any pace you like, you can go fast, you could go really slow. And then we know butterflies like to land on flowers. So we're going to try flower pose. It's a very challenging pose. So maybe you take your hands and you might fall a few times, or you might hold it. So you just notice, right? And if it's challenging, it's okay. Have some fun with it. Release your feet down. And then from here, we're going to try our boat pose. So we're going to bring our legs together. And then we might try by bringing the hands back behind us and lifting our feet up off the ground. Some of us might try just lifting one leg and then the other leg. And then wherever we are, let's bring our feet back down to the floor. And then from here, let's try a little rock and roll. So we're going to grab a hold of the backs of our legs and let's see if we can rock back and forth. And back and forth. And one more time. And then just take a moment if you've come off your mat to come back onto your mat or onto a space on the floor, and you're just going to slowly lay yourself down. Release your hands. Start to straighten your legs. And then from here, we're going to practice a tension and release pose. So we're going to make really strong fists with our hands. Make super strong fists, and then let's see if we can raise them an inch up off the floor. Make such strong fists, and then let it go. And then we're going to see if we can point our toes. Lift our legs an inch up off the floor, such strong legs, and then let it go. From here, let's draw our shoulders up towards our ears, so our shoulders like it was winter and it's so cold, and then let it go. Now imagine it was a hot, hot summer day, and you had lemonade, but you forgot to put the sugar in it, so it's really, really sour. Could you scrunch up all the muscles in your face, and then let it go? And then we'll just take a moment laying here on our backs. If that feels okay for you, you could keep your eyes open or you could close them. It's okay if we fidget just a little, but we have to remember that there are other people in our family and in this space. So let's try our best to find a little bit of quiet and see if we can stay quiet for just a few moments. You might notice being quiet is really challenging, but let's see if we can do it just a little bit longer. And then from here, I invite you to start waking up your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe you reach your arms up overhead and give yourself a good stretch. And then from there, we'll just slowly maybe roll over to one side. And then let's all come to join to sit, whatever your seated position looks like. And let's just take one moment together with our family. And we're just going to think about the qualities that we really like about our family members. And then just take a moment to say that to your family member. So I'd like to say to you, one of my favorite qualities is how energetic and playful you are.
One of my favorite qualities is that you're always willing to help others and that you're always dependable.
Thank you. So from here, thank you so much for moving with us. We hope you have a great day. Bye.
Bye.